Next subject, the Lions beat the Vikings and Chiefs get blown out. Was Sam Darnold exposed? No. Sam Darnold's been Sam Darnold. He is what Cam Newton has said a long time ago. He is a plug-in quarterback. I forget what they're calling them now. You got game changers and you got game managers. There you go. He is a game manager. All for it. But he has definitely grown. I think, if anything, Kevin O'Connell has shown that he could take basically any quarterback and make him to a top quarterback in the league. I mean, he put up basically Kirk Cousins numbers, and that says a lot because they were only a season removed from Kirk Cousins, and they're right back in the same spot that they were last time. So I don't know, like, was he exposed? I think the only thing that exposes that Kevin O'Connell is a quarterback whisperer, and he's definitely doing a great job with Sam Darnold. How far does that go on for them going into the playoffs, and especially since they lost the number 1 seed? We'll have to see, because now the Vikings are on the road. Maybe that helps them out a little bit because it takes a little bit more pressure off of them, but we just got to see how that turns out, because overall, Vikings didn't look that good in that game. And I don't know if you could blame it on the run game, even though the run game was kind of picking it up here and there. I don't know if you blame it on Sam Darnold. Do you blame it on the play calling that comes from it? Maybe they panic. I don't know. It was a divisional game. You play hard no matter who you play. And in the divisional game, you're playing a team that knows you well and already beat you. So it wasn't too much of a surprise to me. I think the internet's going to overblow it too much and try to make it a big deal when it comes to it. But let's keep a spade a spade. I'm like, this didn't expose anything. All it did was just show you that the 2 top teams in the NFC played against each other. And once again, the Lions have proven, with injuries or no injuries, they are a team to be reckoned with. And hopefully they get a couple of pieces back, because this really shined on their key pieces, if anything, versus sowing deficiencies in the Vikings pieces. I think the Vikings will be okay. I don't see the Vikings going to the Super Bowl. Obviously, I think the NFC is going to run through the Lions or the Eagles. And I'm going to be honest with you too, like, don't sleep on the Packers, but they ain't showing me nothing to be too convinced other than that run game. So if Jacobs is healthy, they just lost Christian Watson. We'll have to see how that goes on in the long tender of the playoffs. I think the Lions are playing the winner, whoever's the lowest seed now. Eagles are going to play Green Bay. I think the Bucks are playing the Texans. I have to check and see what the schedule is. But all I know is this: Vikings lost their chance to have home field advantage, and if I had to be honest with you, I think that's better for them. I think that's going to work out in the long run. They had no expectations going into the season once they lost J.J. McCarthy, and I don't think they have any high expectations for them going to the Super Bowl. So that means you can kind of like breathe, relax, go to the playoffs, go do what you got to do, and depending on who you face and who you see, just hopefully you don't end up having to face the Lions again to try to get to the Super Bowl, because obviously you lost to them twice. Some people say 3rd time's the charm, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You ain't gonna fool me a 3rd time. So that's just the first half of points and picks that we're talking about today. I guess